Yo, what is good, YouTube King? I'm back with Leon. Say hi, Leon.
Hi.
Hi, Leon.
Hi.
It was good. She always camera shy. Even though she be so beautiful. So,
You see?
oh yes. So when we were riding, I broke her, like literally, bro, I don't know what it is. I be like put my ass on shit. I break everything. So I like broke her sunglasses. But today, guys, we're at the biggest night market in Phuket, and I'm gonna be showing you guys 5 things you need before moving out to Thailand. Because trust me, if you don't have these 5 things, you're definitely gonna be struggling a lot. But anyways, let's hop in. So we just pulled up to the night market. It's about 5/6. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get packed out here, but trust me, in about an hour or two, this place is going to be filled with people. It's one of the best things about Phuket. Every Sunday, you basically got a big festival. So definitely worth coming out here if you haven't been already. So actually here also as well too, and this really pertains, I guess, to the music heads like me, there's actually a big recording studio here called Yellow Studio. So I go there all the time to interact and kind of basically collab with other Thai artists. I actually have a song coming out maybe towards the end of the month / the month after, depending on kind of what the release schedule is like, with this Thai artist called FTP Longboy. So if you like R&B stuff, definitely make sure to check it out. I'll be posting on the channel, so be on the lookout for it. Anyways, let's keep going. You photographer. The first thing that I need when coming to Thailand, and honestly one of the most important things really, is being able to get around. Thailand is very, very busy, and trust me, getting around is one of the most difficult things around here. And it can really be very expensive. So I'm gonna give you a hack. Want this, huh? I'm about to give you one of the hacks for actually getting really, really good pricing getting around. So it really depends on where you're at. So if you're in places like Bangkok, Chiang Mai, the bigger cities, the best way to get around is actually just going to be using something called Bolt. So if you know what Bolt is essentially like Grab or Uber. Everyone uses it out here all the time, and you can get by far the cheapest prices on Bolt pretty much all the time. Now on the opposite side of the fence, if you are on any of the islands or visiting any of the islands such as Ao Nang or Krabi, then pretty much you can use Bolt or Grab. Their prices are essentially basically the same. There's no real difference between the two of them. Hold it, one moment. Okay. Hold it, stay. Tila. Moment.
Let it, please.
Looks like the fucking sunglasses. Yes, I'll get you a new pair of sunglasses. She wants me to get her a new pair of sunglasses because I broke the ones she had on the way here. Which one you want, huh? As a side note, I don't know why Thai people just don't get glass cases, or why South Asian people just don't get glass cases. It makes so much more sense. But while Leanne's looking for those sunglasses, the next thing you should know about when it comes to traveling out here is, as well, if you're looking to get around, Grab is one way, but another excellent way to get around too is actually getting a motorbike. So a lot of people don't know this. It's actually much more cost effective, especially if you're gonna stay here long term, if you can, to get a motorbike. For example, per one Grab ride in Phuket, I was generally spending about $6 USD per ride. To get 2 weeks worth of gas on my motorbike is about 100 baht, which is about $3. So for about half the price, I get 2 weeks of travel versus for one ride. So it is heavily something you should look into in getting a motorbike, because trust me, it makes your life so much easier, and getting around is going to be a lot easier. And also along with that as well, if you want to go somewhere, for example, and you want to go somewhere else, then you got to call into the Grab. You know what I'm saying? It gets very difficult. And especially where I am in Phuket, a lot of the times we have something called the taxi mafia, which is basically like low-key a literal taxi mafia. It's wild. And they will try to overcharge you crazy amounts for simple rides. Like I know, for example, when going to the airport from where I was living at before, which is called Rawai, which is on the south end of the island, going from there to the airport, which is about an hour ride, which should cost about like 300 baht, they were charging upwards of like basically 1,000 baht for the ride. So it was crazy price gouging. So if you want to avoid all that and just get around with no issue, get a motorbike. If you don't know how to ride a motorbike, hit me up with that 101 meeting. I will show you how to get a motorbike license and someone who can teach you for actually pretty cheap price. I actually did it myself, and I've been driving a motorbike here for about a year and had basically no problems, no issues. So the person I know that teaches is really good. Anyways, Leon just bought some. Let's go ahead and check her out. Wait, you don't want, huh? Tila? You don't want? Why not? You don't like? You don't like? All right, so the next thing that you're gonna need moving to Thailand, and this is something no one thinks about until they get here and it becomes a huge issue, which is banking. Banking is an essential thing when it comes to Thailand. Trust me, if you don't have a bank when you come out here, or a system to get your money from your home country to here, Thailand, to be able to spend, your life's gonna be miserable. So the main way I go about doing it is by using something called Wise. So if you don't know what Wise is essentially an international bank where you can transfer money from your home currency to any other currency and then convert it as you please. So it's something that I use all the time, literally on a day-to-day basis. If you're looking to use Wise, you can actually use my referral link in the description down below. I get a small kickback from it. Trust me, it will definitely help out a lot. And also, if you're gonna be traveling internationally anywhere, trust me, you should have Wise. They also have a debit card you can get. So if you're coming from the US or any other country such as like UK, you can order the debit card to your home country first. And then when you come out here and go to the ATMs, you can take out money here without having to use your actual card. So it actually saves you a lot in the long run. And the main thing, and trust me, the main thing that's good about the Wise card is that it avoids international fees. Because trust me, the international fees here in Thailand are terrible. You will get hit with charges like wild. I remember my home country, I was getting a $6 charge literally 3, 4 times, 7 times a day. So it stacks up really quickly. So trust me, hit that referral link down below and get that Wise card. The next thing you need, if you're gonna be moving to Thailand, you're gonna need housing. So finding housing around here, trust me, is a lot more difficult than you think it is. And it's because generally in Thailand, there's kind of 2 prices. You got foreign prices, foreigner prices, and then you got the actual price that people pay. So some of the biggest things, one of the biggest issues is trying to find the real price that Thai people pay for housing. Depending on where you're at, that can change. So for instance, I'm in Phuket and we have 2 seasons. We have low season and high season. Low season prices are a lot cheaper, because it's the rainy season. And then high season, obviously it's the summertime, people are out here, there's a lot of tourists, so everything spikes up by pretty much double. So generally, if you're trying to get really, really low prices, what you want to do is 1, come to Thailand during the low season, you'll end up finding way lower prices. Then 2, you want to take your time when you're looking, because trust me, if you take the first thing they show you, it's probably going to be the worst thing they actually freaking have. So definitely take your time. And then 3, you want to use Facebook Marketplace and Facebook groups. Facebook is used everywhere in Thailand. It's used way more than we do in the US when it comes to just kind of business oriented stuff. You'll generally find that you can find anything on Facebook, from motorbikes to housing to jobs, literally everything. So if you look on Facebook Marketplace, you want to make sure that the price matches what you're getting. So generally, for example, if you're going to pay 20,000 baht, it should be hyper luxury apartment. Like, it comes with everything you need, all the space, and the you want, huh? So if you're paying a lot of money, you definitely want to make sure that the price matches the luxury. Keep in mind, like a very expensive apartment here is considered like 12,000 baht. That means like you're living pretty up there. Anything above that, you're going crazy. Like, I mean, it should come with everything you want, like free parking, utilities should be good. It should be the government rate, which is a big thing to check out, because if it's not government rate, it's going to get very expensive very quickly. Government rate is about 5 bahts per unit for electricity, and for water, I think it's 200 baht per person in the household. So generally, per month, you should expect to spend anywhere from 30 to 60 USD, depending on how much, obviously, electricity and water you use. Another thing you want to check here is, do they actually take care of the condo? A lot of times, people will have condos listed, and the condo will be run the absolute down, and they'll be like, yeah, but pay 20,000 baht because you're in Thailand, you know what I mean? So definitely check the outside, look at the condo. Ask for there's free Wi-Fi. For example, my current apartment, when I was first told about the apartment, they told me there's no free Wi-Fi, and I asked multiple times. It took me literally looking on the website to be like, on the website you say there's free Wi-Fi, and then they're like, oh yeah, there's free Wi-Fi. So definitely check the company website and look at all the features that they offer, because if they say it on the website, they're gonna honor it. That's one thing I do like about Thai people. Wait, sorry to interrupt the video, but if you haven't already, definitely make sure to like and subscribe, because trust me, you gotta support your boy. And also, use some of those affiliate links. But anyways, sorry to interrupt the video. Go ahead and get back.
Darling.
How much? Huh? So noon, ha,
8
pet. Yes.
158 baht.
So 158 baht.
Darling, you like Jack Daniel?
Shit, why you want to get drunk? Happy with your Labubu, huh? Why you get Labubu, not sunglasses?
I'm not have.
Oh, you want black?
Yeah, have not good.
I see. Now the next one is one you're probably thinking about before you're moving out here, which is, how are you gonna make money when you get out here? Money in your bank account, and actually recurrent money when you get out here. So that way you can actually sustain being out here for a long period of time. Because trust me, when you get out here, you're not gonna move back to America. But finding a remote worker is really difficult. The main fields that hire for a remote worker are usually gonna be the tech field. And so if you don't have a tech background, and maybe you don't have the money to go to college, it can be rather difficult to get the skill set required to actually get into the tech field. Well, that's where I come in. I actually offer a one-on-one coding mentorship where I teach how to code from scratch. I have about 15 years of experience. I've worked for companies such as Northrop Grumman, Raytheon, L3 Harris, Boeing, and also Amazon as well. So if you're interested, you can find the link down below in the description. And also maybe as well, maybe you just want to ask me questions about Thailand before you get out here and get more information. Because trust me, you're not going to find everything you need to know online. And in that case, you can just book a one-on-one meeting with me where we can talk about all the stuff you have questions about. And that way you can know everything you need to know before you get out here. Yo, these things are so good. Noon. นู่น yeah ใช่
อันนี้เป็นลูกอะไรเหรอ
Oh, they not have?
Yes.
Have?
They have?
Yeah, one.
Darling, you like?
Yeah, die.
I feel like strawberry.
Okay.
Darling one and me one.
Yes, want this one, huh?
ครับ
Noon cup. Cup.
Darling, you say and me พี่ครับ
Yes. Katot cup. Kapuna cup. Yo, these things are so good. All right, so the last thing you're gonna need when you come to Thailand, and trust me, this is something that people don't think about, is your accommodations. So that means like if you wanna go to an island, you need a ferry, maybe you book a hotel for a night when you go to the island, plane rides, stuff of that nature. So pretty much kind of all this stuff is taking you from place to place or places you stay at for a long period of time, or things like tours. So for these, the best thing to use is going to be Agoda. Agoda is the GOAT. You'll get the Thai prices. Just to give an example, if you're going on trip.com, Google Flights or something, and try to get a flight from, you know, Bangkok to Phuket, it would end up being like double, almost 3 times the price. But if you go on Agoda, it's way substantially cheaper. So I heavily advise you're trying to get from place to place, that's long distance. You need in your hotel stays, you need to book tours. Don't do any of that online. Do everything through the Agoda application. You can find literally everything. If you want to go see the lions in Phuket or do an island excursion, do all that through Agoda. Because if you do it through things like trip.com or Expedia or whatever, you're gonna end up paying, or booking.com, you're gonna end up paying a crazy amount of money. So save yourself the bread and save yourself the time. Well, that pretty much ends it for today, guys. If you guys like videos like these, you definitely should check out the video on my left, or maybe more interested on videos like these, then maybe you should check the video on my right. But in either case, I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.